Apparently I didn't know there was a stinger there, so ladies, take it away.
Of course. And here we move along a little bit. We're continuing with our Back to School series. The topic, of course, is school supplies. Back to school shopping can be a lot to handle, and the rising costs with inflation aren't helping. We went out to Target, Walmart, and Amazon to compare and contrast a few common school items. We chose a list of a 2-inch binder, a 3-subject folder, mechanical pencils, pencil holders, backpacks, and we snapped prices of each item at the 3 different stores. First off, it's Amazon.
Amazon may be a great option for those who are tired of doing a lot of running around and just want a one-stop shop for their supplies. So we found a pencil pouch for $8.09, mechanical pencils for $8.99, a backpack for around $27.99, notebook for $3.48, and a binder for $11.98. I know individually those prices, it's overwhelming, but the subtotal for all of this was $60.53. And with Amazon Prime, you would get free shipping on your supplies as well. And I know we're about a week or so out, so those would get there to you pretty fast.
Yeah, I know some private schools start next week, and some may have started already, too. And, of course, public schools start September 1st. But otherwise, our next store we checked out were supplies at Target. And Target is another great option for those looking for a variety of options with their school supplies. And at Target, we found a binder for $4.99, a backpack for $29.99, mechanical pencils for $13.28. $4.97 and a pencil case for $11.99. So, of course, a lot of numbers there, so kind of information overload there. So the subtotal for the Target items was $65.04, and an extra cost to keep in mind for Target is the cost for shipping or the cost of a trip to get to Target, which in the Northwoods, though, we do not have a Target. And of course, that's another debate, though. A lot of people want a Target up here, and you have to go to Wausau, at least for the nearest Target at this point.
So you have to keep in mind if the price of gas is also something you want to take into consideration for your back to school shopping.
Yeah, and it's about 1 hour to get from Rhinelander to Wausau from here.
Yep.
Yes, certainly.
And moving on to our last store.
Yes, and you were talking about Walmart.
And then finally on our list was Walmart, located here in Rhinelander. Walmart is another good one-stop option for those who want to do minimal running around. At Walmart, we found a backpack for $24.96, mechanical pencils for $7.23, a binder for $4.92, and a notebook for $4.78. And then we chose 2 different pencil pouches, one for about 97 cents and one for $4.97. The reason we did that was the one for 97 was a little bit smaller, so did another one that was a little bigger. The total cost for Walmart was around $42.86 to $46.86, again, just depending on kind of that supply you wanted with that pencil pouch. And then an extra cost to associate with Walmart is shipping if you choose to order online. And so comparing those 3 prices, Walmart is relatively the cheapest. Again, that's not taking into consideration any shipping or gas prices.
And if you do order online, though, please be notified, Walmart does have a minimum cost fee. So you have to order at least $35 worth of items, or you get charged $7 for it. So I know that got me recently. I had to get a new watch recently, too. I had another thing come off on it, so unfortunately could not be fixed. So, of course, couldn't just buy the watch unless I wanted to throw away $7. So I had to buy a couple other things just to get me over that $35 hump.
Exactly.
And then luckily, again, with those were just some very common school supplies that we see. That's kind of why we picked those out. Obviously, school lists are going to be way longer.
Way longer and different.
Of course.
Yep, and not surprisingly, people are expecting to pay more on school supplies this year compared to last year. Not only is inflation a factor, but now that the COVID-19 pandemic has calmed down, most students are returning to the classroom. Parents want to make sure their kids are prepared for in-person learning, and as you can see, only 20% of families expected to pay more than $500 per student on supplies in 2021. This year, more than half of all families expect to pay that much, and 44% of parents plan to seek assistance with their school supplies, which is another topic we'll get to in a few minutes. And almost half of parents are concerned that inflation will impact their ability to buy everything their child needs. But there are a lot of ways to save money while shopping for school supplies, and you can take advantage of the in-store and online perks that stores are offering.
And signing up for email subscriptions and clipping coupons and finding the codes when you're shopping online will save you some cash. Most stores have an app you can download to find coupons and special offers. Cost-saving experts recommend compiling a list of essential school supplies for each child and budgeting how much you are able to spend. Some supplies may be needed to be purchased right away, while others can wait for later in the year. Shopping secondhand stores can help with buying clothes. Dollar stores are another possibility for buying a lot of random school supplies.
And here's something for parents looking for assistance and needing to save money here in the Northwoods. The Rhinelander School District will be supplying kids with the necessary school supplies they need for the school year. These items were purchased with school fees that parents have already paid, and these supplies are a way of giving back to the community. And speaking of that, though, I know some other places have been collecting school supplies too. My church being one of those, too, St. Mark Lutheran Church. They just collected a whole bunch of school supplies as well, which is good to help out the local community as well, which does help those kids where finances are a little bit more challenging.
Exactly.
So
Definitely do not be afraid to reach out for help. Look at any assistance programs that are out there, because buying school supplies is a lot. I mean, it's always been a lot, but it's increasing this year.
And my goodness,
and
inflation.
The costs just mount after a while. And if you have more than one child, it's not just those supplies.
And I
think
it's multiples.
And I think we often don't think about like clothing and shoes and haircuts. That type of stuff is typically associated with back to school costs, and I feel like maybe we don't always realize that. So definitely keeping that in mind this year. Not only the not only the cost of the supplies, but everything else too. So just look forward to anything that you can save a penny on.
Right.
And then coming up, find out how you can support like local high school sports.
But first, Howard is in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen again with a recipe for root beer chicken.